Good day, Prof. My name is James Adebusuya Agbeni. I'll be sharing my experience in the live design of the leadership management class, which I plan to anchor my speech on Discover One and Discover Two. I plan to anchor my speech on Discover One and Discover Two. Discover One has to do with know your purpose, Ikigai. Under Discover One, I have lots of highs and lot of lows, which my purpose in life was derived from the highs and the lows. Part of my lows was growing up as a child. I had so many experiences that were not palatable. Lots of lows in terms of performance in school. I once failed during my secondary school days. And I had a lot of highs. Part of my high experience is my first employment as a civil servant and when I established my business, Agrotech Engineering Consult Nigeria Limited. I've been able to identify my purpose out of the highs and lows, and my purpose is anchored on being a skilled personnel in the electrical field and also in the auto mechanic field. Now, my event is focused on these discoveries because I was able to discover my reason for existence based on these experiences, and I came up with events that has to do with being a successful entrepreneur in Canada. Now, to be a successful entrepreneur in Canada, I limit my scope to three phases or three disciplines, as the case may be. The first one is to be a trade electrician, to be an auto mechanics, and also to be an electrical engineer. In such a case whereby plan A does not work out, then I can switch to plan B, and thereafter probably switch to plan C. So those were my goals and aspirations. For me to achieve these events plans, I came up with skills that I need to acquire in year one, skills to acquire in year three, and skills to acquire in year five. My long-term plan is to be a superintendent in the construction sector of the economy as an electrician, or to be a skilled entrepreneur in the auto mechanics, or to be a consulting engineer, a consulting electrical engineer. For me to achieve that in year one, I intend in year one, I already have the skills in pulling wires, making terminations. So in year two, I have a plan to get the right ticket, the right certificates to practice this profession. And I intend to secure the MUP certificate, that is the mobile equipment and work practice, and also the fall protection. By that time, I would have completed my MBA. And thereafter, with the REST certification, I should be able to practice as a foreman in the electrical industry. So those were my skills. I was able to, while I was looking for a skill job, I was able to get a job as a labor in the construction. And this gave me a premise for me to explore what happens in the construction industry and for me to have a view of how life is going to be there. So with that, I've seen several people work as electricians. So I've been able to exercise some of my inherent skills in pulling wires and terminations, which got me the first job that I got as an apprentice one. And you can see from the background video that I've been pulling wires, and I intend to capitalize on these skills to get the required certificate. Shortly in the course of my experience in the leadership class, I was able to summon courage to apply for some of the tickets. So I was able to get the MUP ticket, the mobile equipment practice ticket, and also the fall protection ticket, which is supposed to be part of my skills acquisition for year two, which means already I have the required tickets for year two. Now, my long-term plan or year three plan is to attempt the Red Seal exam and if successful, I should be able to get a new job as a foreman. So that is that on the electrical aspect. As we know that electrical field and auto mechanics, they are skilled and they are interrelated. So most of these skills acquisition are interrelated. But for the electrical engineer, because of the level of his professionality, I intend to develop skills in an auto usage of AutoCAD, and also to develop skills in designing from the scratch. And after that, I'll be able to apply for the PNG registration. With the PNG registration, I'll be able to practice as an engineer in training. Afterwards, I could be certified as a professional engineer in Canada. So those were my goals. In the course of in the course of executing some of these skills, like I said initially, I work in the construction. So that has given me the environment to exercise some of these skills. And I also, while practicing my work as an auto mechanic, I have a testimonial from one of my clients, which I'm going to play so that you listen to. Part of what I've been able to do was that for Discover to start where you are. My work level on the scale of 0 to 4 was I, which is 4, which means virtually I put high importance on my work life. And also for the play life was a bit low, which is 2. I developed a plan to improve the scale from 2 to 4, which was implemented. And part of the actions that I put in place was to spend more time with the family, spend more time with the children, have some leisure time with them. And you can see that in the background video of us having fun riding the bicycle. Also, for the health area of Discover 2, before this course, I am used to self-medication and have a very poor sleeping habit. But in the course of this program, I've been able to improve that skill from 2 to 4 so that I can have a balanced lifestyle. These are my achievements and these are my experience through the life design program. Thank you for listening.
Hey, booties. So James, new immigrant into Canada, he chose to be a mechanic. He met me. I had a lot of troubles with my moose. He came over one time. He said, I can fix that. I said, no, you can't. He said, yes, I can. So I'm like, okay, I'll go to Timmy's. I'll get us some double doubles. I get some Timmy's. You fix the moose. He changed the oil, set the calipers, gave alignment. 20 minutes. 20 minutes, me go to Timmy's and I come back and he's good. I say, wow, James, good thing you're not in Nigeria and you came to Canada. My moose wouldn't have made it without you. No. Very good.
What up? My name's Steven. My nigga James, he fixed my car, he changed my rotors, my brakes, changed my suspension, and let me tell you, I rate him 9.2 out of 10. I recommend him very much. Peace out, bro.